Hey YouTube, how you doing? I got a smorgasbord of stuff in front of me today, and that's what we're going to talk about: food. So after the intro, we'll get to talking. Okay, welcome back. So, what do we got here? I have a lot of different stuff. The premise of this is the things you need to consider for prepping, beginning prepping food storage. So, as you can see, I have a plethora of items. We'll start with some of the more common items that people think of when they're prepping, which would be freeze-dried foods. I keep them inside my little can here. This can's full when all this is in here, but I have some milk, I have some orange juice mix, got a couple of these ration bars, excuse me, as well as a couple different meals. Wise is one company, there's Mountain House, there's Patriot Pantry, there's like 5 or 6 places now that do this. Prices range anywhere from cheap to, oh my God, are you serious? But it is what it is. So, that being said, this is one way to start, okay? This is the, more thought of, shall we say, thing people think of when they, start to prepare. But that's not the only way to go, okay? So, I will just leave it there. Another thing to think about is canned goods. When you do canned goods, make sure you got a selection of meats. We got a big can of beef, some chicken here. I got these little packs of tuna fish, and these are still good for another year and a half. Okay, these don't expire until 10 of 19. They're Mylar. There's you can get 2 sandwiches out of this if you got bread, or as long as you got a spoon, just eat it straight. My son loves them. I love them. I like them. I'll put it that way. But I like tuna fish, so that's just me. But make sure you have yourself some meat. They have canned potatoes, or we can do bagged potatoes even. Mashed taters. These are good until the end of this year. Okay, so these have a shorter lifespan for flavor. Expiration dates are more of a use-by date. For optimum flavor, the longer it gets past that date, the flavor kind of drops off. Nutritional value kind of drops off. So you kind of want to keep that in mind. If you're going to start stocking stuff like this, especially canned goods, watch the dates. Make sure, just like at a grocery store, you buy something new, you bring the old stuff front, put the new stuff in back, and just keep rotating your stock. Prep what you eat and eat what you prep. Don't go buying exotic things that you don't normally eat to prep, because your body is going to rebel very quickly when it comes time to start eating that for a living. Another thing to think about, which I keep in a bigger bucket, is some beans and rice. Unfortunately, the seal on this one is trash, so I'm going to have to reseal this one, but rice. This one actually sealed pretty good. People in one of the groups I'm in said, you need to take the wrappers off. Well, I sliced the inner bag so the air would escape. But I leave the original wrapping on there, so I've got instructions on how to cook it. Should I forget, or if I wind up having to give this to somebody and they're not sure what to do, at least they got instructions on how to do it. Also got me some oatmeal. Oatmeal's another good thing to prep. Hot bowl of oatmeal on a cold morning in the middle of nowhere because things went, sometimes that little bit of hot oatmeal is good comfort food. Coffee. Not everybody wants coffee. Some people don't like coffee. Is that what's wrong with this world? Not everybody likes, is that what it is? Who knows? Anyway, these are nice bricks. They have an expiration date of, well, a year, almost 2 years from the date I bought it. So I mean, it's already freeze dried. It's in a Mylar package, or aluminum foil package. But 2 years, buy a couple bricks, rotate your stock. Now I will say one thing about this. This is very finely ground. If you use, say, half a cup of regular coffee in your coffee pot, this will only take a little bit less than a quarter cup, and you're still going to have a very strong cup of coffee. So think about that. I will make one suggestion. If you're going to prep this kind, I would get some cheesecloth or something like that. Put that in a bag, seal it as well. And use the cheesecloth to make yourself some kind of filtering. Or if you've got regular coffee filters, those will work too. Depending on how you plan on brewing it. But coffee, for us coffee drinkers. Something else you can have in your cupboard is some, not necessary to keep refrigerated milk. This is good until this year. This is toward the front of my cupboard, so this is going to have to get used here pretty soon. Right now, when I have to use these, I use these for cooking. I save the regular milk for drinking and cereal. Soups, condiments, honey flavored jellies, regular honey. Regular honey keeps for a long time. My kid loves ravioli, so I've got several cans of ravioli. Good. Make sure you have vegetables. Okay, even if the people don't like them, when they're hungry or all hell, they're going to eat their veggies. You're going to need the vitamins this stuff provides if poop hits the fan and you need something to eat. A can of green beans might not look so bad after about a week of going hungry. Matter of fact, you're going to look like a filet mignon compared to eating worms, right? And of course, just some regular old chicken noodle soup. Most people don't like chicken noodle soup. I like it when I don't feel good. This is good until Best Buy 11/31 of 19. So I got almost 2 years on this can. So I mean, just got to rotate it. Something else that's not on here that bears discussing is spices. Most spices keep pretty well. Some of them don't. Depends on your spices. As far as spices, I would have garlic powder, regular table sea salt, have a separate container of that, pepper, or lemon pepper, depends on your taste buds. You don't want a whole bunch of different spices if you can get, I like to use spices, so I've got seasoned salt in my cupboard. I got lemon pepper. I've got garlic salt. That way I get it, put a little bit of garlic and salt in at the same time. I also have regular salt depending on the food. Oh, excuse me. So I mean, it all depends on your taste. If you like seasoning, get it. Especially if you wind up having to eat a bunch of this. You're going to want something to help give it some flavor. While most of these taste good, they're not the greatest, but when you're hungry, this is going to taste pretty damn good. And if you can put some spices in it, it'll taste even better. So, I mean, there's that. Tabasco sauce. Not everybody likes it. But if you're out there and the only thing you've been able to catch, kill for the last week is a daggone snake, and your belly's already grumbling that you're going to have to eat that snake, throw a little bit of seasoning on it as you're cooking it. When you get ready to bite into it, put a couple drops of Tabasco sauce on it. It'll hide the flavor. You'll get the protein you need, the vitamins and nutrients and minerals you need, and you'll live. Little teeny spices go a long way in making unpalatable food palatable. So, this is just a short video, and we're going to keep this one closest to 10 minutes-ish. So, yeah, just think about the foods. This is, again, aimed toward people who haven't started prepping, but are thinking about it, or have started, and we're wondering where to go with food. Have yourself a nice little selection. Find ways to store it. This is my homemade Faraday cage. But right now it's being used for food storage. I have Mylar bags in another container housing my sensitive electronics. This was just convenient. Picked up a 5-gallon bucket and then put other stuff in it. So, there you go. Short little ideas, things where to start, things to think about as you're doing it. We'll catch you next time.
Hey, this is Dave. Thanks for watching the Den. If you like what you see, hit the little subscribe button that's going to be up here or down there. If you want to know when we release a new video, hit that little bell icon, click receive notifications, and that way you know when we release a new video. Again, thanks for watching the Den. I'm Dave.
I'm Charles.
Remember, keep them loaded.
Keep it safe.
Peace.